Judge, today's case is Boomerang.
He left, he came back, he left, he came back, he left and came back again. Let's figure out why this woman keeps letting this man in.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Lynn Toler presiding.
Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Philicia Weatherly and Brandon McQueen. The two of you have been together on and off for 12 years. You have 2 children together. Ms. Weatherly, you are completely and utterly done, and you want custody of the dog, Prince. So, Ms. Weatherly, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about your relationship and why you're here today?
First of all, I love you.
Why, thank you, Ms. Weatherly. It won't help her.
I'm sure. Okay, so after 12 years of a revolving door and him picking and choosing whatever he wants to do, I'm done. Either you're gonna sit here and you're gonna be a family, we can go therapy, we can get married, or you can go about your way. We're not doing this.
Now, when you say back and forth, give me a bit of a road map of your relationship travels.
2007, we met. We broke up about 2 years later. It was just us being young and dumb and, you know, just kind of separating. We got back together briefly when I was pregnant, and then we broke up again when he decided, hey, I don't feel like doing this.
So
Let me go back to
another lady.
Let me go to another lady. And then after that, it was just back and forth. Like, he would be living at that place with that other person, but he would still be hitting me up. And hey,
when they had an argument, he'd come to you, and when you had an argument, he'd go out and be with an ex.
Yes, yes. And it was just, all right, you can't make up your mind. And then about a few years ago, whatever, when that other relationship ended, me and him ended up moving together again, and been there ever since, but there's been discretions within that time.
Okay, indiscretions.
Yeah, indiscretions, sorry.
There you go.
Indiscretions.
If he was discreet, we wouldn't be here.
Yeah, there's
So, Mr. McQueen, was that an accurate reflection of the story of your relationship, or would you like to
chime in?
Chime in, yeah.
Yes, ma'am, I surely would. Yes, it was pretty accurate, you know, with a few little odds and ends.
Right.
But, yeah.
What kind of things are you trying to get across to her that you haven't been able to do? Can you give me some examples?
Yes, ma'am, I surely can. Prime example would be the trust factor, okay? I understand, yes, it was the time in our life where I was not doing, let me finish, please. I was not doing the right thing, okay? Well, it got to a point where I would be on the phone at home, and I'm just talking to some of my friends or whatever, guy friends now, just homeboys, you know.
Right.
And
I'm gonna get to you.
She was in the living room, you know, supposedly and doing something with the kids. I'm in the back, I'm doing laundry, whatever it is. And next thing I know, she's following me around the house is what I'm feeling like. She'd come back there trying to find something small to do, you know, that's minute.
You listening.
Doing something minute, you know. So I'm like, okay, and I'll say the name out loud even, you know, da-da-da-da. And it's like, okay, she's still following me. I'm going to the bathroom. She's checking these, open the door. Can I get a second? You know,
I'm with you. So, Ms. Weatherly, do you still not trust him? And I'm not saying you don't have a reason not to trust him. And how does that manifest itself in that house?
All right, last year, prime example, you decided out of the blue that you wanted to break up with me and started messing with a coworker. Yeah, and I mean the whole 9 yards. In his mind, oh, we're just friends. No, you're not. Because I had to pull up on you a few times when you said you were going one place, but you went another. I have evidence to say, all right, you said you were going one place, but you were using my car.
What do we have here?
Okay.
Now, you have a tracking device on his car?
It's my car.
Just explain to me what I'm looking at, because it looks complicated.
Can I walk over there?
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Enlighten me too, please.
So he said he was going to chill with one of his homeboys. He took my car and said he'd be back in a few hours. Something wasn't sitting right with me. So I looked on my account to see where my car was. It's at an amusement park. I find him and her there. What you doing?
No,
So-
you did it. You tracked him down to a hotel?
Hotel. Here's another instance. You said that you were going out to go find an apartment. First of all, I'm not stupid because it's 7 o'clock at night. Every apartment complex closes at 5. I'm not stupid. Y'all two were in the parking lot. Her car door is open. Oh, we're not doing nothing. We're not doing. What you doing at a hotel then? He dropped our children off at the neighbor's house.
You said you didn't want them around her.
That's beside the point.
You said that.
You should never went. So I got a phone call at work. My neighbor said, I have to go. I have your kids, but I have something to do. What do you have my kids for? Their daddy's supposed to have them. So I got off work, and once again, you have my car, my other car, because we were using my mom's car or whatever.
Right.
I found my car at a bar. Y'all are in the parking lot.
Same lady?
Huh? Same girl.
lady?
All 3 instances is the same girl.
Now, Mr. McQueen, do you care to respond?
I surely do and glad to. Okay. The bar situation.
Yeah.
Yes, I was there. Yes, we were using her mother's car. Okay, and it's a situation behind that, but it is what it is. Okay. While I was there at the time, we were not together. Okay. Let's just go ahead and put that out there.
Okay.
We were not
Still
together at this
living in
time.
my
Hang on.
house.
Yes, I was, okay, which that was an agreement.
No, it wasn't.
Even though I was out, like I said, first of all, she told me, she said, if you're gonna do what you do, don't have my kids around that, da-da-da-da-da-da. Other adverbs and adjectives I'm not gonna repeat right now.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so when she wanted, you know, she said what she said, okay, I'm gonna go out my way to find somebody to watch the kids, but since we're not together, and you understand that, you know, I feel like, why do I have to really explain myself to you all the
Account for
time?
where I'm going if we're not together.
'Cause you're supposed
Were
to
you
be at
not
home.
together?
Because all of a sudden, out of the blue, you decided to break up with me for no reason and told me
No, I
that he
didn't.
had been saying it
Nope,
for years
nope,
and
nope.
that it was just out of the blue. But ironically, the same week you broke up with me is the same week
Same
I
week
found
that
you
all
with
that
her.
happened.
And then from that point on, it was just, this is where you are. What you're not about to do is sit in my house, not paying bills because you claim you was moving out.
I go in the room, she's stretched out, you know, on the phone again. Okay, I know you gotta unwind, you just had a hard day at work, that's fine. But we still have things to do.
But she wasn't pulling her weight is what you're saying.
Thank you.
Mr. McQueen,
Yes, ma'am.
you contended that a lot of this occurred not simply because you couldn't make up your mind between her and other women, but that you're dissatisfied with her in
Yes.
some very meaningful ways. Can
Yes.
you tell me what they are?
Yes, ma'am. The number one fact, the number one on the list is your mental state. And I'm not saying there ain't nothing wrong with her mentally. Like, I mean, I'm with her, you know, trying to work
Okay.
this out, you know.
But what's up with her mental state
Okay.
that you find distressing?
I get examples, let's lay them out there. Okay. I feel as though after all this time us being together, you should know me. Okay?
Okay.
She knows I'm an old school type of person. I raised my grandparents.
Okay.
I'm straightforward, hardworking, all of those. I've always had a job type thing. Okay, well, when we're at home and we have our responsibilities with the kids, then let's balance out the chores. Okay? If I'm doing, she works in the morning, I work at night. While I'm at home, it's my job to do laundry, dishes, da-da-da-da-da, to make it easier for her when she gets home, okay? Well, then when she gets home, it's like, I'm still doing what I'm doing, da-da-da-da-da. I go in the room, she's stretched out, you know, on the phone, again. Okay, I know you gotta unwind, you just had a hard day at work, that's fine. But we still have things to do.
But she wasn't pulling her weight is what you're saying.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. And I'm tired of having to feel like I have to make an instruction manual on life. You old enough to know what needs to be done. You know.
You said something interesting in your paperwork that I found fascinating. You said that you weren't attracted to her sexually, although you thought she was beautiful. Her mental state was no longer of interest, appealing to you.
Yes.
Explain that to me.
Yes, it goes into the constant reminding of doing certain things that I do feel as an adult you should know to do, okay? Even going back to the kids, okay? They have homework when they come home, okay? If you've agreed to do it, and this is over the 7 years, if you've agreed to do that, why are you not doing it? I am very peculiar with certain things. I am. I'm very OCD about it, but that's me. Okay. If to me, if that's who I am and you're choosing to still be with me, then that's saying you accept who I am, correct?
Well, you were choosing to be with her. You don't accept who she is.
But I want her better. I want us to better. Because even being here, for example, this is me trying to work with her to better ourselves, to better our relationship. Because I'm not even the kind of person, when we were initially talking about getting help, okay? She asked me, what do you think about coming on here?
Right.
My first reaction, hell no. Not even gonna lie to you.
Not gonna do it.
Not even gonna lie to you.
That's all right.
I'm not fronting, okay?
It's not for everybody.
It is not, and I'm one of those people, you know what I'm saying?
I got you.
Well, okay, I'm gonna bite the bullet. I processed it for a while. I said, you know what? All right, and that's exactly what I told her. I said, I'm gonna show you how much that I want this to work, okay? I'm here now.
We agreed on that.
I'm here now. Okay, we had a hell of a time getting here, but I'm here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I respect you. I've watched all the shows and everything, so I know you know what you're talking about. Okay. So I'm trying to be here so you can help us get to where we need to be.
Okay.
And I get that. I don't know who you think you are, but understand I had a daddy and you not him. So if you're gonna talk to me like I'm a person and not like I'm a little kid, or think you're gonna yell at me and I'm about to listen to you. No, this is not how this works.
If you would like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms, and for exclusive content, go to Apple TV.
I'm not saying he's not trying. He is. His delivery from the time I met him till now has gotten better, but there are certain things where I'm not about to sit here and listen to you talk to me out the side of your neck. You're not, I don't know who you think you are, but understand I had a daddy and you not him. So if you're gonna talk to me like I'm a person and not like I'm a little kid, or think you're gonna yell at me and I'm about to listen to you. No, this is not how this works. So when you're saying, okay, well, she doesn't listen to me. Yeah, okay, I can see that. And I can admit that there's certain things I don't listen on. Because I'm like, there's certain ways that I want things done that my mama and daddy and all that taught me, but you want it done because your family taught you that. We come from two different worlds.
Right.
And it shows. But at the same time, if I'm gonna accept how you do things, accept how I do things too. Yeah. I'm not saying that it all has to be me or all has to be you, accept both. Because I'm the type of person, if you keep yelling at me, it's going through one ear and out the other. I'm not listening to you.
Mr. McQueen, if I could get you one thing here today, if I could change something about her or within the context of your relationship, what would it be?
Our level of communication. We start off good, and just like a roller coaster, we getting there, we about to take off, and hell no. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is. That's just what it is. Like, for real. You know, that's just what it is. And if you go on a roller coaster, you ain't gonna take so many dips before you through. You know, that's about where I'm at, for real.
On the communication tip, what do you think the problem is? Is there too much anger involved? Or do you not understand what she's saying? Does she not understand what you're saying?
That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Back in the day when the anger was there, I knew that's when it hit me. Yeah, I wouldn't pay myself no attention if I was yelling at me all the time.
Right.
You know. Right. Okay, now let me step back and try to reassess myself to communicate on a more calm level. While I'm doing that, and I'm still talking to the wall.
Here's what I got for you.
Okay.
He did you dirty for a very long time. And you have every reason in this world to be angry, resentful, hurt, and upset. But the question you have to ask yourself is this: am I gonna try to make it with this dude or not? Yeah. And if you're gonna try to make it with this dude, you gotta put a period on how you feel.
Yeah.
And try to engage him on the new level that he's on now. Now, if you can't get past it, wouldn't nobody blame you. He wouldn't have gotten in the second time with me. I'm just saying. You kept letting him back, whatever. I don't know if you, my daughter, I'd have your headlock on the ground doing like that because you should have known better.
I should have.
But you kept letting him back.
Yes.
That having been said, if you've done all that work, cash the check.
Okay.
and the check is he's there and he wants to be with you, now you can't bring 12 years worth of resentment and anger into a relationship you're trying to move forward from here forward.
Okay.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yes,
it
ma'am.
seems so desperately and
Yes, ma'am.
unfair
Yes,
and
ma'am.
wrong. And to me, I wouldn't be in a situation because I'd have kicked him to the curb a long time ago. But if you didn't kick him, you have, everybody got the right to cut whatever deal they want to cut.
Yeah.
Now, if you've decided you want to cut a deal that includes him in it, you might as well be happy while you do it.
Yeah.
And you'll never be happy hanging on to what he already did to you. So you have to come into the conversation. This is the decision that I made. I want this brother right here. And now I'm going to have to lay down what was and deal with what is. Now, you have to deal with what is in a reasonable fashion. You have to deal with what is not, the anger will be there, but you can't nurse it. Because it's just killing you, too.
Yeah, and that's what I wanted to do therapy for, to not only help me get past it, but both of us. Like, help us individually, but help us together.
Mr. McQueen, let me say this to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Remember, you bought all that anger. You went to the store, looked through the shelves. Yep, I'm gonna hit her with that. I'm gonna hit her with this. I'm gonna fop her on the side of the head with that. I'm gonna throw this on her. I'm gonna punch her with that. All of that you bought. So you need to level back. You need to suck up some of that stuff. You need to hear some of that pain. You need to allow her to speak her insecurities, speak her hurt to you, and not say, well, this is why I did it or this is what I meant. You just have to accept it and understand it. And then you have to make some compromises. Everybody does things differently. My family did things one way. My husband's family did things other. We picked some of the best of his stuff and the best of my stuff. We put it together and got our stuff together. You're not right. She's not right. It's just different. So you have to learn to accommodate, and you can't think I'm losing if I do something her way. Do you see what I'm saying?
Fair enough.
Strong-minded people feel that way. I got a good reason to do it, so it's a good thing to do.
Yes.
Therefore, if I don't do it, it's all wrong, but it isn't true.
Yes. My mother
It's
used to
not
tell me
true
that.
at all.
My mother tell me the same thing.
You know what I mean? I think I was prepared not to like you at all.
I understand.
Your record was bad.
I understand that. The history of fathers in this world, especially black fathers, yes. You know, my father wasn't in my life. So you know what? I'm gonna be here.
But you rehabilitated yourself so well, I'm just shocked.
Well, thank you.
I'm shocked.
I give him credit because he's done a lot better than what he was.
But we're gonna have somebody talk to the two of you before you leave here to get you started on the new journey. I got stuff I'll give you.
Thank you.
All right.
I love free stuff.
Yeah, free
I know,
stuff.
I love it.
I got 2 books, one on marriage and one about emotional intelligence. That's what you have to have. You have to be I'm sorry, I'm going the wrong way. Emotionally intelligent and get your life together. I wish you both the best on behalf of your children. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so ordered.
Thank you, ma'am.
I want you to choose to be happy.
Yes.
Do you understand? Don't take no more crappy leads. Don't let him back in.
Oh, no, ma'am, he
You
knows.
understand that?
Yes,
You
ma'am.
understand
Yes,
that?
ma'am.
You be a good brother.
I will. Thank you.
I've
And
seen
stay where you at.
growth.
Thank you.
I see it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I hear everything you telling me.